Hi, so today I'm coming to do a reading, and it's going to be, I know I don't have that many men on my channel, but it's going to be mostly for men, but whoever it resonates with. So here we have the listening and communication cards. So what this is saying is there's someone who's trying to communicate with you. They're trying to talk to you about how they feel about certain things. But someone is not listening to the other person. Okay. And this is causing issues or causing problems in that relationship. Because are you communicating? How are you communicating? Are you communicating to understand? Or that lack of communication is causing conflict within that relationship. Because then we have the chaos and the conflict. So there's some type of tension between two people or a group of people, whoever it is. But here on this end, we see that once that issue is resolved, that there's going to be a time of peace. But you're going to have to work through some things in order to get there. Now, the reason why I say that this is for men is because of what this is talking about. And that doesn't mean it's only for men, but this was about men. And this could be how you are communicating with your husband, father, son, brother, boyfriend, or whoever. This could be the communication between you and that person. And if it's for a man, it could be just how you feel like you're not being heard when you're trying to communicate your needs. Okay, so we already know that a lot of times that men are told or feel as if they can't show their emotions and they can't express how they feel and they can't cry and they can't do all of these things because they're less than a man or it's not manly to do those type of things. So we have a lot of men having a lot of emotional issues because they're not able to express how they feel. And it's just not for men, like I said, but this is about men because there are women as well, females as well, who may feel that same way, but we're not talking about the females right now. We're talking about the men. Okay, so here, what I have is that somebody needs to speak their truth, be honest about their emotions, because you may be feeling as if you can't open up to someone about how you feel, or you can't express your true emotions, because also I see a high stress mental breakdown. Like somebody could be going through something traumatic emotionally or mentally, and they're unable to speak their truth or speak on how they feel because they don't know what's going to come out of it, or because maybe they have tried to come to you before and they're not being heard, and you're taking what they're saying personally, or you are not hearing what they say, or you telling them, okay, don't worry about that. Because one thing that I don't like I don't like is when people tell other people how they should or should not feel. Because if anybody could not feel a negative emotion, they wouldn't feel it. So telling someone, oh, you shouldn't feel that way, is not helping them. Okay. So anyway, so we have here that somebody is not able to communicate that they're having stress, or they are about to break down mentally, like they can't handle some things mentally. Okay. And it's because, like I said, they're unable to communicate to that person that they feel like they should be able to communicate that to. And this person could be trying to hide their emotions or gain strength over their emotions, but they may not be able to. So if they have someone that they can communicate with, that will allow them to communicate and give them that love and support and affection that they need, maybe they will be able to gain control over their emotions, but they need that support in order to be able to gain control over their emotions, to know that it's okay for them to come to you and speak to you. Okay. So this person, like there may be some males, whatever, could be a female. But like I said, this is about men who may be feeling angry because they've been through a lot and they have been unable to communicate their needs and how they actually feel, or they're afraid to ask for help because they feel like they will be judged for how they feel. Because we see that here, like someone feeling or needing to get therapy or counseling or whatever, but they don't go because they feel like people may look at them in a certain way or be critical of them because they are asking for help or because they need this help. Oh, you're not man enough, or you too weak, or why you can't handle this, you're supposed to be a man, whatever, because they need help and they're asking for it, and then people are judging them and criticizing them and making fun of them and not supporting them in being able to ask for the help that they need. So this causes this person right here, this causing that person to disregard what they feel, and they're overwhelmed emotionally and mentally because they keep having to hold their feelings inside and not being able to communicate what it is that they're actually feeling to their wife, their sister, their mother, their girlfriend, or their family member, or their whoever it is they're trying to communicate. Like they feel like they don't have anyone that they can go and talk to. So they keep all of that inside and disregard I just act like everything's okay until they get to the point where they completely burned out and they don't know how to handle it anymore. They can't handle it anymore. Okay. So, and right here, this could be a female, or this could be just females. This is how this male feels about females and generally, or this could just be, how they feel. Okay, so it's a female. It could be them looking at them in a negative way, or speaking negatively, or thinking or doing negative things towards them, and causing them to feel bad about even trying to communicate, causing them to feel low about themselves and not having that confidence within themselves because they were dealing with someone who's not trying to understand their emotions or where they're coming from or what they're feeling. Or it could just be them feeling low self-esteem or low confidence in themselves because they feel like they're lacking something because they are having this mental or this anxiety or this burnout, or they're stressed out and they feel like they're not being able to do or act in a way like this is not manly to feel this way, and they can't express that. Okay. But we need to open up the communication for them to be able to express themselves. This way, it allows them to overcome, right here, this allows them to overcome any unhappiness, depression, and release the pain that they may be holding inside of them so they won't crack or break and just do something we don't want them to do, whatever that may be. So, like I said, this is for the men, and this is for us to be aware of this for the men that we have in our lives, to allow them to be able to express themselves. If they need to cry, make sure that they don't feel some type of way about crying. If they need to talk about how they feel, make sure the door is open for them to freely express how they feel, even if it's about you. So don't take what they feel personal. Don't try to create a conflict behind what they feel if you feel some type of way about what they are saying, if it's relating to you is what I'm saying. But anything that they feel, just have them just give them the opportunity to express themselves by giving them affection and making sure you're mindful of how you respond to them opening up to you, and make sure you give them that love, offer them that love that they need in that time. Okay. Because they're already feeling as if they don't have an outlet. They don't have someone to listen to them. And on top of that, it's making them feel less than for even feeling the way that they feel already. So coming to you, and then you are adding, I'm just speaking in general, not you, but if we are making them feel worse by negating what they feel, It's not helping the situation. So we need to be there for them. And like I said, this can be for women too, but right now we're talking about the men. So allowing them to be able to express their needs and their emotions and get the assistance that they need so that they can overcome this depression, this anxiety, release some pain in their life. So that's just a message for the men. So how we can help them. But if it applies to you as a woman or a female, however you want to say it, you could take that as well. Thank you.